Hello, ghoul friends and boo friends. Welcome to Mostly Ghostly. This is our new podcast where we talk about ghosts, mostly, and other topics like urban legends, possessions, myths, and other creepy subjects. So we have 4 ghostly ladies here, and if we want to go ahead and introduce ourselves.
Hi, I'm Vivian. I'm one of the ghostly ladies.
So, my name is Kendall. I'm another ghostly lady, mostly ghostly lady.
So I'm Kelley. I am Kendall's twin.
I'm Rhiannon.
So on this first episode, we're going to talk about some haunted places. So I'm going to go first, and I'm pretty sure most of you guys have heard this story about the Amityville Horror House. So in Long Island, there is a house called the Amityville Horror House, and it started in 1974. A 23-year-old Ron DeFeo murdered his entire family while they were sleeping, so his parents and 4 siblings. So he obviously went to jail, and he was mentally unstable, but he tried to plead insane and they wouldn't use it, so he went to jail for the rest of his life. And so about a year later, the Lutz family moved into the house, and it was only $80,000 for the house, which, I mean, in terms of houses,
That's really cheap.
Yeah,
it's
that's
really
super cheap.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, in
lots of murders, so
yeah.
it makes sense.
I mean, it was also 1975, but, like,
so
if
I'd be
you've
like-
seen the house, it's pretty...
That's a nice size.
It's a nice
it's
size
like
house.
3rd floor, a bunch of rooms.
Yeah.
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 So, it was this cheap due to the murders, and so the Lutz family moved in, but they did know about the murders, so that's why they got it so cheap. Personally, if I knew that there was murders in a house, I would probably not live there.
No, I definitely
Oh.
would.
What?
No.
I would.
Why?
Because,
This is asking it, considering, like, you're so prone to it, too.
no. It's more like it gives the house a history, if that makes sense.
It's violent history.
But it was like a year ago.
Yeah, but
Like, brutally murdered his family.
it's still fresh, I guess. But, like,
Yeah.
Mm.
When we're looking for a house, I'm, like, Googling all sorts of murders and deaths.
Oh
in
yeah,
life.
that's my biggest fear is moving into a house that is haunted. Well,
Yeah.
okay, we'll get into that later because
Well, too late.
I do live in a haunted house. But
apartment, really.
yes, so yeah.
But
Not
there
fun.
is a site called something like "Did Someone Die in My House?" and basically you can
Yeah.
look up if someone died in your house.
There's a lot of sites that you have to pay for that, though. It's
Yeah,
really
you have to pay
annoying.
for it.
I'll pay for it. It's worth it to me. I'm not dealing with any more ghosts.
So, the Amityville Horror House was named one of the most haunted houses, and it has spawned books and movies and a bunch of legends and stuff.
The movies are really good.
I like the
Yes.
one with Ryan Reynolds in it. But I
Me
may have a crush on him,
too.
so.
No, that one's a good movie, like, in general.
It
It's
actually
good.
is a good movie too.
Yeah,
I kind of want to see it now.
See, for the longest time, I think the last, 2 years maybe, I've started getting into, scary movies because I couldn't for so long. Just,
should watch the
mentally,
movie.
it was just too much. But I actually watched Amityville Horror, and it was really, really good. So, what happened? So the Lutz family, they only stayed in the house for 28 days. And
Damn.
if you have ever heard of this story, a bunch of crazy stuff happens in 28 days. So it was George Lutz and his wife, which I don't know her name. I didn't write it down. So it was the Lutz family, but George was the stepdad, and so they had 3 kids, and they were his stepkids. So George Lutz would wake up in the morning at 3:15 every single morning.
For 28 days.
For 28 days.
Okay, I've been doing something similar like that. It's like 5:30, but It's been like a week and I'm already tired of it.
What?
But pregnancy is a weird thing.
If it was at like 3, I'd be like, you need to sage some shit.
Yeah, because that's a
the
very paranormal
Well, I mean, like,
time to wake up.
Last night, I didn't fall asleep until like midnight, woke up at 3, and then fell back asleep, woke up at 5, stayed up until 8, passed out, woke up at 10. So, pregnancy does that stuff to you. So.
Damn.
Well, I'm excited to have a baby.
Oh, you're welcome.
Awkward. Okay. So, this was around the time that DeFeo committed the murders. It was around 3 o'clock in the morning.
That's scary.
So, it's really creepy. So, the Lutz family claimed that they would hear what? Hear strange odors. Smell strange odors.
Oh my god.
They're hearing them.
It gave them the ability to hear
Weird.
smells.
It hears like...
They would see green slime oozing out of the walls, and they would experience cold spots in certain areas of the house.
Hold on.
Yeah,
What oozing out of the walls?
green slime.
Now I'm like,
Is
This
Ectoplasm.
Ghostbusters?
yeah.
Well, that's like based
Yeah.
off like
Slimer.
ectoplasm and stuff like that. From Lift by Ghosts.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
different cases of them. They actually take the ectoplasm and test it.
Mhm.
There is like different colored ectoplasm. There's
Yeah.
like clear, and there's black, and there's green.
I heard black's bad.
Yeah, black's very bad.
I think in the movies, though, they had blood dripping from the walls.
Oh.
And not green
Yeah,
slime.
yeah.
It's been a
they
minute
did.
since
They
I've
did.
watched the movies. So.
I don't
They
The-
changed things for like the movie too to make it a little
Yeah.
scarier.
Because like green slime isn't as scary as like blood dripping down, and like
Yeah.
for Ghostbusters they make it more comical than
Right.
Yeah, that's
actually
true.
creepy.
Yeah. So they actually had a priest come bless their house, which, good idea if all this crazy stuff is happening.
Yeah.
And he heard a voice in one particular room that said, "Get out." And he told the family just to not sleep in that room. He just left. He just left. And then he called them back later and was like, "Yeah, you probably shouldn't sleep in that room." And that was it. He didn't finish blessing the house.
So he was just like, I'm scared, I'm
priest.
leaving.
Yeah.
What
Like,
kind of a priest
fuck
does
that.
that? Like,
I
seriously,
mean,
you
can
have
you
a job to
imagine
do.
going into a house? I mean, maybe he wasn't a paranormal priest. Like, maybe he
Right.
was just a normal one. They were like, "Oh, hey, can you just come over and bless our house?" And then this dark voice is like, "Get out!"
I like your dark voice.
Yeah.
It's very
Thanks.
ominous. Very
Thank you.
serious. I like
Yeah.
it.
You do it very well.
10 out of 10.
Thanks, bro. The garage door would open and shut randomly, and then an invisible spirit would knock knives down in the kitchen. That's terrifying. Knives just like flying down.
Oh, yeah.
A pig-like, almost like a cartoon pig character with red eyes, ran down and was looking out the window. Uh-huh.
Ew.
It's so gross.
And they
No,
say
that's-
that two, like, demon pigs that have been characterized like that. Oh, I gave it away. That they're demons. Like, it's a demonic possession type
It's
thing that they're seeing.
Bad juju, basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not good. Not a good haunting. Mm.
Is there ever a good haunting?
Sometimes. Yeah. There's good friendly ghosts. This is not one of them.
It's okay.
Oh, Kathy is the wife's name. Sorry. So she would levitate off her bed. So her whole family would like start levitating, and then they would wake up and fall down. And it
No,
happened
thank
to
you.
the sons too. And so one other thing that happened is the sons, they would fall asleep in the positions of the family members that were killed in a year earlier. So because the family saw all the photos of the murder scene and they knew what happened, so their kids would all sleep in the positions of the people that were murdered. Every single night.
Honestly, I wouldn't even care about the money situation. I would ask someone if I could couch surf at that time.
Yeah.
At that point.
It's like,
Like-
you don't even care.
Yeah.
Like, I'm out of there. Ugh.
Yeah, 'cause, like seeing some stuff and actually like oozing and
Yeah.
all the other stuff, be like, no.
Like, I realize, like,
Some hauntings you can deal
Some-
with, but hunted out some people that are interested in haunted places. There you
like
go.
I would live in a house that a murder took place in, but if things started happening like that, then I would
Yeah.
leave. Like,
Okay.
there's a line.
All right.
I have morals.
Yeah, more.
And then also there was an instance where their dog was actually like thrown against the wall.
Puppy.
I know it survived. I'm pretty sure, but
That's good.
it's still
Dude,
not,
that would be my
not
point. Be like,
great.
no puppies.
So this was
Yeah.
consistent.
I'd
for-
be out for revenge.
yeah.
Yeah, I'd be
Me
like,
too.
you fucking touched my animals.
Don't mess with my dog.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, right?
That
Mm-mm.
is family.
No.
And it's sad because they're more vulnerable too.
I'd turn into Molly Weasley.
So after the 28 days, they got the hell out of Dodge and they were out of there.
Out of 28
So-
days? That's like almost a month of this.
Yeah.
No.
That's all of February.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
No.
Mm-mm.
No.
So they went ahead and right away they told their story, and they did take a lie detector test to prove their innocence, and they did pass the lie detector test. So they believed that this really happened to them. And so of course I, go into the little bit of the skeptical side. So the couple did have a bunch of legal and financial issues, which makes people think that they were just creating the story to sell it to the public, but they did pass lie detector test. And there was also previous, and now there's other experiences that people have in this house. Their son is actually still alive, and he claims that the house completely ruined his life, so his name is Daniel Lutz. And he continues to have nightmares to this day.
Damn.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Ron DeFeo, the one that murdered his entire family, so they're thinking that it might have actually been some sort of like demon possession from him that made him kill his family. And so George, this happened in the Amityville Horror movie, but George Lutz had these like feelings of like wanting to hurt his kids because almost like it was that possession thing happening again. And so it's good that they left.
So it's something in the house, probably.
Maybe it's the land that the house is on.
Oh,
That could be it.
that makes sense.
So the house has been sold numerous times since then, and yet we don't have any information. So it's been owned by 4 other families, and they actually changed the address because it used to be 112 Ocean Avenue, but it was so popular and so many people are looking into it. Now it's 108 Ocean Avenue, which now we know what it is. So now we can just Google Maps it. Google Maps it. It's really interesting. I did it. So that also brought us into, there's been multiple movies, dramatizations, all of that for it, which is really interesting. I would say half of that is actually accurate of what happened, but still really cool.
Yeah.
They're gonna make it. They're gonna amplify it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they amplify it.
A lot of those like true stories, there's parts that are true, just not.
Yeah.
They
Well,
make
some
it
things-
more dramatic.
Yeah,
They need to make it more like a story.
Yeah.
Don't know where
Yeah.
I heard it, but I thought that they made up the pig part. I don't remember where I heard it from or what I read it from, but I thought
Well,
they
maybe
made
it was.
that up.
Oh, yeah. I could see that.
I
Well,
mean-
they had a book that came out of it too. So the person that wrote the book probably dramatized quite a bit of it.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Well, you want it to be a
And then
good
the movies
story.
Yeah.
on top of it. They're
You can just have
dramatizing
like
it even
creaking
more.
doors and
Yeah.
Mhm.
stuff like that the whole time. Because people don't want to watch that.
Well, how, for any movie, how true to the story is it,
Yeah.
If you don't have every single person going through and accounting every single detail, things are going to be
Well,
off.
then it's just a documentary, and it's not entertaining.
Yeah.
Except for those weird people that like documentaries.
Oh my gosh, I love documentaries.
Some of those creepy ones are really cool.
If
though.
you like documentaries too, go listen to Twin Theories podcast because I talk about them all the time.
That's true. I watched this documentary about this conspiracy theory every single episode.
Oh, so you just basically live on History Channel.
I don't have cable, but
Okay.
yes, I would if I could.
You need to get cable.
I YouTube a bunch of the History Channel shows and watch them on YouTube.
Oh,
So you don't want to pay for it, but you want to listen to it still.
Yeah, pretty much.
You're a noodle.
I am a noodle. Ooh, noodle
Wow.
dance.
Noodle dance.
So
Yeah, like those things in front of car stores.
Yeah.
Oh,
Isn't that
yes.
Oh yeah, the like
I
the needle people. They're
I